Hello everyone, myself Vaibhav. In today's session, we are seeing that the Dow Jones Industrial Average is trading close to its record high. But if we consider the larger picture, it hasn't really moved much in this week. So this week, it looks likely that it is going to end on a flat note. We didn't really see even a 1 percentage point move in either side. So for this week, the start was closer to 33,400, and now, as of now, it is hovering closer to the 33,600 level, which is also close to the record high. And I think for today's session, we are pretty much likely to see a high above the yesterday's close. So that looks likely, but in the market, nothing is certain. So we will have to see. But my anticipation is that that is likely going to happen. On the data docket, we didn't really get major releases for the day, apart from inflation data earlier in the day for China, which we will not be going into the details now. Now we straight away move to the data which we got in the North American station. And here, if we consider the US data, the PPI, that is Producers Price Index, that was a significant release. Apart from that, I think the data slate is almost blank, and we have seen that the producer price index has gone up to 1 percentage point from the prior month 0.5%. So that indicates that the prices on the production side are getting higher, and that is likely to contribute to the rising inflation in coming weeks, coming months. Now, let us now also take a look on the employment numbers for Canada. We got the unemployment rate at 7.5%, which is significantly lower compared to 8.2 reading in the prior month. And if we look into the details, the employment has gone up by more than 300,000, and most of the gains have occurred on the full-time employment. So that's a positive development in Canada. Labor participation rate has also gone up, and the part-time job addition is also significant at 120,000, more than that. So Canada's economy is doing well, and as is the case with most of the advanced economies, the economies now are looking poised for further growth, and this year can be a record growth year, and this will be coming after the last year where we saw abysmal growth actually decline, significant decline there, and the low base effect is also coming to play in this year's number. Now let's shift our attention to the technical side. We will first cover the outlook for the Dow Jones Industrial Average, and then we will also consider the currency space where the instrument of choice is USDJPY. Let's start with the Dow Jones Industrial Average technical outlook. This is the daily time frame chart, and yeah, this is what I am talking about when I said that the week has been almost flat for the Dow Jones Industrial Average. As you can see from the chart, not much of a movement there after prior week's gains. And I think this is quite natural for the Dow Jones Industrial Average. It has already seen significant rally, and even this rally, if we consider, it started closer to 32,000. So you can say that we have already seen almost 5 percentage point gains. So it has now stagnated, and if we are able to look for some key levels, I think we can play for the breakout on the either side. It can go up or it can go down, and both ways we can profit. So we will be looking at some of the key levels which I think are going to hold the clue moving forward if we want to profit from this emerging situation in the Dow Jones. So this is the 4 hourly chart where we are seeing that the price action is happening in the bullish bracket, and as a result of that, it will be pretty risky to look for the contra trend trading opportunities. And other than that, we can continue to look for the buy trade. Even in today's session, I think the underlying momentum has been on the bullish side, but the gains have been minimal, not much. And because of that, and also because this is the last session of this week, we will have to be a bit cautious while trading today. And some of the levels I feel are important enough are going to act as the marker in near term. And on Monday's session, once we come back after the weekend, we will have more clarity, and then I think the opportunities will also be more for us to profit from the Dow Jones Industrial Average moves. So let us move to the lower time frame chart where the key lies in near term. So any move on the levels above these 33,600, I think is likely to cement the bullish tendency for the Dow Jones Industrial Average. And if you are looking from purely intraday perspective, I think the stop loss anywhere closer to 33,500 should be good enough if you are looking for the buy anywhere closer to 33,600 with the possible moves coming closer to 33,800 on the higher side. And this is I think this is going to happen if we can see that for next couple of hours, at least for 2 3 hours, the Dow Jones Industrial Average should hold good closer to the current levels. And if we don't really see any break below this 33,500 level, which is also its immediate swing low, then only it will be appropriate for us to go for the long trade. Otherwise, if we see a breakout on the lower side, then that is going to change the outlook in near term. And for scalping trades, we can even look for shorting if we see that the Dow Jones Industrial Average crosses below these immediate swing lows around 33,400. These are also the levels which we were talking about in yesterday's session, and there the breakout didn't really happen, and we saw that Dow Jones Industrial Average found the support after getting closer to this prior swing low, and from there on it made the reversal and continued to trade higher. So now also it is trading closer to this important area, and it is also trading above this immediate swing high. So because of that, the possibility is quite strong that it will continue to trade with this formation of higher highs, and we might even see a eventual move towards 33,800 levels. And as I said, for any reversal in near term, we will have to keep an eye on these immediate swing low levels. So until and unless there is a break below these levels, I think it will be better for us to not jump the gun and stay with the trend. Now, let us see what's the outlook for the USDJPY. USDJPY is not offering much of an clarity if we consider the immediate price trajectory. It has been bearish, but now it has reached closer to these prior consolidation highs, the highs established in the mid of March. And if we consider the today's price action, it has indeed found some support closer to the 109 level, and from there on it has staged a reversal. And it will be interesting to see if this reversal is going to last or it is going to be like a dead cat bounce. But for swing trading opportunities, I think we will have to wait it out, and by Monday we are going to have a better picture. But we do have to keep in mind that these are the levels which are likely to provide some support on the lower side for the USD So 109 holds the key. And if you consider the lower time frame charting of the 4 hourly, there also we have this central pivot point of this month's pivot point series, which is also there closer to 109.3. And if I feel that if the USDJPY holds above this immediate support, then I think we can look for fresh opportunities. Of course, in Monday session only after due consolidation, with the possibility of a reversal on the higher side for the USD The regression curve has now started to tilt on the lower side, but if we are going to go for fresh shorting opportunities, then I think we will need a breakout on the lower side. And this is not really the time to look for the fresh shorting opportunities in the USD So for Monday session, watch out for these swing high levels. Even today's high is going to be important moving forward. So as and when we will see a breakout above this immediate high, then I think we can expect the USDJPY to trade higher, even eventually cross above this 200 SMA, which is there around 110.2. And if it doesn't really do that, then we will have to see how it evolves, how it moves in the early hours of Monday session, and then I think we will have a better idea. And afterwards, if we get a breakout below the 50 SMA, then that can be trading opportunity on the short sale side with the further retest of around 109 possibility. But my emphasis is on a possible breakout on the higher side. So we will have to give some time for the USD JPY, the remaining hours of today's session and then early hours of the Monday session. And I think we will have much of an clarity of what is likely to happen. And I am expecting the breakout to happen not straight away, but it might spend a day or two closer to these levels, and eventually only it is likely to move. So for next session or two, it might remain in a sideways trajectory instead of moving sharply on either side. So that's my outlook for the USD JPY. And with that, the session is also coming to an end. If you have any idea or any query to share, you can write to me in the feedback section, and I would be more than happy to take the discussion forward. Before I sign off, I would also like to remind of the risk associated with trading in the financial instrument, and one should be careful while using the information provided. Have a fabulous time ahead. See you next time. Till then, goodbye.